guys, back with part 2 of my sleeping dogs benchmark videos, and in this one it's just going to be all settings max. The last video was showing the settings that I play the game on. That's the way I play the game, and the frames per second is fantastic. And in this one we'll jump straight into it. Go to advanced and we'll just set everything to as high as it will go. High on, motion blur high, extreme, 3D depth does nothing because we're not running 3D, so that's everything max. Save the options. We'll run the benchmark. The first thing you notice is the frames per second is almost 3 times lower than what it is in the previous video, but the visual quality of the game is not 3 times better. So the performance hit that you take to set everything to extreme, in my opinion, is not worth it. If you had a beast system that could run 60 or 100 frames per second on all settings max, I mean, you'd do it, but for my eyes, I cannot see a huge difference between the settings that I played in the previous video and all settings maxed in this. Sure, the biggest difference is the anti-aliasing when you get up close to something that's a diagonal, and it really does eliminate jaggies, but playing in such a high resolution eliminates jaggies anyway. Like if you sit at a reasonable distance from the screen and you play in a high resolution, you won't really notice the jaggies that much. And I've got a 27-inch monitor and it's 1080p, and everything looks so nice on it even without anti-aliasing. You can even see there in those sides, you can still see jaggies, and that is the highest level of anti-aliasing that the game supports, and you can still see jaggies. So to get such a huge performance hit is just not worth it. You can see it's absolutely chugging here, struggling to break 20 frames a second. And there we have it. So the average frames per second is 34.5, the max was 63.9, and the minimum was 19.9. To me, 34 frames a second is not playable. A lot of people will say yes it is, but to me it's not. If you have a PC, you have a decent PC, you want a minimum of 60 frames a second for any newer sort of game. It just looks so much better and it's so much more comfortable on your eyes. 30 frames a second is not good, and you'll see in the last video that I got much more than that. So anyway guys, I thought I'd throw this up. That was Sleeping Dogs on my system, all settings maxed. Catch you later.